welcome back to Measurements with Love, Cooking, Laughing, and Healing with Rachel O. Today, we're making pasta. No, we're not. Today, we're making spaghetti, which is called spaghetti alla Vongole, which is pretty much spaghetti with clams. I've already pre-soaked my clams in sea salt. You do about 3 washes. This is the 3rd one, so I'm gonna actually drop these into the strainer, and then we're gonna get to starting to prep our vegetables. So you wanna make sure that your clams are good when they're closed. So when you buy these, they should be closed. If you have any that are slightly open, they're probably already dead. These are ensuring that these will be fresh. I bought these yesterday. They had 3 sea salt baths, and this was gonna help them cook well. So we have our clams, we have our Italian parsley, we have a chili pepper, we have garlic that we're gonna slice, and then we have white wine. So let's start slicing this. It's gonna have a nice little heat to it. I had some testers for the bruschetta, which is along the lines of this Italian dish, and their review is that it was an acquired taste. So from the previous video, let me just tell you now that if you are a person that have, some issues with textures, approach that one with a little bit more caution. So we're gonna keep the seeds. I just wanted to take this one out for the most part. There. So we're gonna keep all of this. I personally do not like to slice garlic, but I'm gonna do it today and see if I do it correctly, because you wanna make sure that's almost equal for the flavor, so that it's absorbed, or the flavor is distributed properly, I should say, not absorbed. Do that there, and we're using 4 cloves. So far, I have my water boiling so that we can throw our pasta in. I have a cold skillet on the stove because we want to add these things in the skillet while it's cold with the oil, then let it heat up together so that all the flavor comes out at the same time. So I'm hearing my water boil now. So we're gonna go over to the stove and we're gonna start cooking this up. All right, well, I pre-salted and oiled my water. I'm gonna throw in this linguine pasta, and this one cooks super fast, so we don't have to cook this too long. We're actually gonna do the whole bag, because why not? Just make sure that's in there. And we're gonna monitor that because we want this al dente. Like I said, this cooks super fast. So to a cold skillet, we're gonna add our Greek olive oil. You wanna get you a good olive oil. You wanna coat the pan, the entire pan, because we're gonna pretty much be cooking these things live. So our entire pan is coated, and now we're gonna add our garlic and chili peppers. And I added another chili pepper just because I felt like it will taste better with it. Okay. We wanna get everything. We don't wanna leave anything. If I can scoop it up. Okay, now we're gonna turn on our heat and we're gonna go to high. I'm gonna move this around. And as this starts to heat up and render like the smell that we're looking for, you should smell the garlic. And then that's when we're gonna add our clams, and then we're gonna cover the skillet. And then we're gonna also wipe off our hands because that's not cute. We're gonna cover the skillet, let them start to open up, and then we're gonna add some white wine. And we're gonna also watch our noodles. So if you wanna reduce the heat, you can leave out some of the seeds, but with the seeds in, you're gonna get like a nice amount of heat in this dish, but it pairs well. And as you can see, I don't really have to season anything, because between the salt that's gonna render from these clams and all this flavor, it's just gonna come together very nicely. So we have hot oil, so now let's add our clams. Okay. And once we start seeing these clams open up, That's when we're gonna add about a cup of white wine, or until, you know, you wanna stop. So let's cover this up. And we're gonna turn off our pasta because it should be done. We're actually gonna reserve some pasta water. This way we can get a nice, we're gonna reduce our heat just a little bit because we don't want to fry them. We just kind of want to ease them to open. All right, so we're gonna look and see what's going on. Oh, they're opening up very quickly. So we're gonna reduce that heat. They are all, that one needs to open. They're opening up. Look at that one. All right, 2 more seconds because we don't want to overcook them. So that one's not opening. Is it gonna open? It looks like it's trying to. That one looks like it's trying to. Oh. We want to make sure they open up. The ones that don't, we're gonna take them out because those aren't gonna be fresh. Okay. And so we have these. It didn't open, so we're gonna take this out because we don't want to overcook. Is that our wine? And then you just want to get them all lathered in there. That was like a cup and a half, but who's measuring? And then we're gonna let that reduce a little bit. Let that sit. The heat is on medium, maybe like 2-3 minutes, and then we're gonna add some pasta water in our pasta and we're done. So they're all getting some Chardonnay. I'm not a big wine drinker, so I'm like, what is this? Chardonnay. And so now that it's been coated in that, we want them tender. We don't want them overcooked. So we gotta watch these very carefully. And then we're gonna add some pasta water. Not a lot. I just put enough in the cup just to make sure I'll have enough. Now you can either plate these separately, add your pasta into a bowl, and then add this on top with the juice, or you could throw your pasta in there. I'm gonna throw the pasta in there with the fresh parsley just for aesthetics, really, because it's gonna taste good either way. And at the end, the recipe does not call for this, but I'm gonna add a little bit of butter. So let's add our pasta. My hands are clean, but that was hot. Okay. We're gonna toss it. And the dish is pretty much done. So let's add a little bit of butter. Okay. I probably should have used a spoon. Just give it a little. Let's just throw it in there. There we go. One day I'm gonna use the right utensils, but you get the point. A little bit is a lot of bit. Whatever your heart's desire. Let's steam that a little bit. The heat is off, so everything is just hot and it's gonna just cook through. And we're gonna cut up some Italian fresh parsley. I'm gonna roll it. And we're gonna cut. That's enough. Okay. I like everything roughly chopped. I like to get the flavors of things without cutting off my nail. So you want to plate this up. You want to make sure your clam is the star, and those peppers and that garlic. This should be really good. And then we're gonna just top it off with a lot of Italian parsley, because we have a lot of pasta here. Boom. And we're done. All right, so we're about to start plating. So I'm gonna taste out the skillet first, just to make sure everything's right. All right. So I'm gonna get some pasta, some parsley, just to see what's happening. That's hot. And it smells good. It's actually really good. And I don't even have a clam yet. So let's take our pasta. A little closer. Oh, okay. Trying to do stuff that's cute. Parsley. Clams. There. Let's get that one with some juice. And then we're gonna get the ladle and try to pour some of the juice in. All right. Let's make sure we did this thing right. That's super good. Super flavorful. We're gonna need salt and pepper, the chili peppers, the parsley, the garlic, the pasta water. Everything just comes together really nicely. So I would recommend this, not like the bruschetta, because I guess everybody didn't like that one. But this one, I'll put money on it. So try it, let me know how it goes. And maybe we could try something together. Talk to you later.